Good morning, people. Hello and welcome to 150th episode of the India Darshan travel series. So, if you saw the previous episode, I promised to wake up early, come to the Dashashwamedh ghat, and do something special, which is to catch the sunrise. So, I've made it here. It's just 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and the sun is about to rise. So, I'm just gonna hang out. So this is the same area where they do the Ganga Aarti in the evening. Right now people are taking a dunk in the Ganges. Voting is still happening if you want to go. I'm just going to enjoy the sunrise, and then we're going to see what else we do for the rest of the day. So for now, let's enjoy the sunrise. Alright, so after enjoying a beautiful sunset by the ghats, took a short nap. It's now 10:30 in the morning, so now is the time to start out and venture out and exploring. So first I'm gonna go do Sarnath, which is about 20 odd kilometers from here. It has a bunch of Buddhist monuments. And then on the way back, we're gonna start coming into town and stop by Varanasi University, I think, and grab something to eat if you find something interesting. So let's start heading out towards Sarnath. So finally made it to Sarnath. This place is somewhat like Bodh Gaya and Bihar as well. Cluster of Buddhist temples from different countries, managed by the respective country directly. This is one of the premises that I saw has a big park and a cluster of other things around. And then along the way I also saw there are some Buddhist temples from Thailand, Cambodia, China. There's also one from Japan, I guess. So we're gonna just leave the Fortuner parked outside and hop around. So first let's explore this one and see what's in the premises. I see there is a deer park around. So walking around here, and there is the Sarnath Stupa. Well, it's a bit difficult to see amongst the trees, but I'm going from the front. I think it's a 25 rupees entrance. It's a huge stupa, but it's like solid on the inside, so you can't go in, but you can go into the premises, and I think there is a ticket for it. But the premise should also have some ruins, I suppose, so I'm going in to check it out nonetheless and see what's where. There's a big school group of students here. Could be from different schools, could be same school, but they're like all making random jokes. That they say that that barricaded area has a leopard inside. It's not supposed to be a zoo, but they do have like a mini water source here and lots of birds. So get some sort of a feel of a zoo, though it's not supposed to be one. And we're trying to figure out how to get to the stupa on the other side. Still haven't seen the main entrance to that. So this is actually supposed to be a mini zoo. They say there's supposed to be a deer, a black buck, some birds, a crocodile, fishes, and this used to be much bigger before, but with the development of colonies and colonization and people coming in and like civilization around, so it's like shrunk now. And this is where Buddha came after he got enlightenment in Bodh Gaya. He came here with his 5 disciples and imparted knowledge. So this is a place of importance in Buddhist culture. There are 2 alligators over there. So came in to check out the mini zoo. It's a 20 rupees entrance ticket. Let's see what all they have here. I don't suppose they have deer inside this deer park. Cockatiels resting and chirping. Some lovebirds. They do have spotted deer and black bucks out here, so I was wrong. And they even have elder ones with antlers and some babies, but they are all far off in the distance. Two of them are here, mostly far off. So this, I think, is the same sapling of the tree under which Buddha got enlightenment in Bodh Gaya. And this premise has a statue of Buddha in the middle giving sermons to his first 5 disciples. So this is just demarcating something like that here. Right, done exploring, and that was indeed the Bodh Gaya tree sapling that was planted by the daughter of Emperor Ashoka once he started preaching Buddhism. So during my Gujarat tour, I visited one of the stupas from where it started. So I think he visited here, and Buddha, after attaining enlightenment, is said to have visited 5 places, of which this was one of them. And I asked some of the guides out here, so to exit the campus to get to the stupa, like the main entrance. This is the main temple. That's the stupa over there. So you have to go around. So that's where I'm going next. There it is. Somewhere from here we're gonna enter. And I just had 2 lemon sodas for breakfast to keep the energy going. Looking for some Tibetan or some Buddhist kind of cuisine around. Haven't found one yet, but maybe after this I'll go out and start looking for some breakfast options. Got into wrong place. There was a stupa behind me, but there is a Jain temple, so this is the premises to enter the Jain temple. Its entry is next door, so go out, turn right, keep following the main road to find the actual entrance for the stupa. Why is the quest to check out the stupa so long? Finally, I think I'm in the right premises. So the stupa is behind me and within accessible reach, although you can't really go inside. And then there are ruins of the monasteries from back in the day, so we're going to check out the ruins after. First, let's get close to the stupa and check out. It's like a huge premise, lots of greenery and coupled with ruins. So if you buy an online ticket for this, the ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, sells online ticket. There's a QR code put outside. It's 5 rupees cheaper than buying it offline. There's also an office where you can go to the ticket counter and buy it yourself. So it's a 20 rupees entrance ticket for an Indian citizen, 25 if you buy it offline. This is a massive stupa, but up until this height, it's a different kind of architecture. There's carvings and the slabs are wider. But up on top, it looks like it was reconstructed after some point. So that is a different diameter and different kind of brick layout. This one has a different diameter and different brick layout. So not really sure. Maybe it was ruined at some point and then renovated by the government to preserve it in its current form. But then around, yes, I see board signs of the ruins are mostly monasteries, so perhaps it was in the early days of Buddhism. but not really sure. Somebody knows about the history of this place, feel free to comment down below and let me know what these ruins typically represent, like monasteries for what. Done exploring this side of the path. So this walking path is basically lined up with different places of interest, and I was reading the map. They have about 30 different places of interest, of which this excavation site itself is massive. Spent about an hour inside. They have Ashoka Pillar, temples, stupas and monasteries that they dug up when they did the excavation of this site, so it's definitely worth it and very economical. So towards the end of the road should be the Chinese Buddhist temple, so trying to go there, and then I'm going to do temple hopping. I'm not sure if all of them would allow vlogging, but we'll see what we can see. This one's apparently the Japanese pagoda kind of Buddhist temple. It is shaped like a pagoda indeed, but nowhere on the premises does it say it's the Japanese Buddhist temple, although the guides are explaining it as such. And they also mention inside there are two statues of Buddha. So they say one is the actual Buddha that came here, and one is the imagination of how people imagined Buddha would look like, or something along those lines. That's why there are two statues there. So everybody is going inside and checking it out. So apparently that's the Japanese Buddhist temple. So that behind me is the Chinese Buddhist temple, and I was reading about the 4 important places, holy places for Buddhism. So there's one in Nepal, then this is the one in Bihar, Sarnath where I am right now. Kushinagar was very close to the previous location. I was told, Gauravji mentioned that I could go there from Gorakhpur, but didn't get the chance. But my guess is there should also be the 5th one, the Sanchi Stupa in Madhya Pradesh. So if you are a follower of Buddhism, do comment down below and let me know if Sanchi Stupa is important in Buddhism as well. So I just asked one of the e-rickshaw drivers. I've seen most of the Buddhist temples that are important ones around here. I'm missing one, the Thai temple, which is close to the museum. So I'm gonna go walk straight up in this direction, and it's close to the museum. So I guess I was there, but I didn't see it. So I'm gonna retrace my steps, and that's gonna be my last stop for the day, at least in Sarnath. So with the Sai Buddhist temple in the backdrop, wrapping up Sarnath, heading back into town, and my next stop is going to be the Banaras Hindu University. I hear there is a very old, prominent Hanuman temple there, and this is Asia's largest one of the largest residential universities. So I want to go and see the campus and visit the temple there. Maybe there are also some eateries there because there seems to be one Tibetan joint around, but that's closed, and I don't feel like eating burgers and pizzas in a place like this. So we'll see what we end up having for lunch. It's already 2:30 p.m. so soon we're going to find something to eat. But anyways, let's start heading towards BHU campus. Finally found the actual Japanese Buddhist temple on the way back. This is the authentic one. It has the name. And there's also a Vishwa Shanti Stupa back there, but I think the entrance is closed. So let's go to the darshan inside and then we'll continue the ride back. So just got done with the darshan, had a really nice darshan. It's very crowded on the inside, so lost quite some time, but it was worth it. So lost all the daylight, so gonna end this vlog here, start heading back to the hotel now. I'm gonna wrap up this episode and I'll see you again for another episode of the India Darshan travel series. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off.